Buddy. Sorry. There's no one else in the house. It's going to be all right.
Hey, everybody. Gunner and Bird here. We're here with another blah, blah, blah Chronicles. Okay, so yeah, I'll just talk while Bird's standing there because while we were filming today, like right before we started filming, Bird's like, hey, I forgot. I have a contractor coming. So, yeah, so he's right now talking to said contractor. And, yeah, so our whole entire episode, there's a contractor upstairs. You see, you might be hearing clunk, clunk, clunk. You might not. Who knows? Who cares, really? It is what it fucking is.
I'm going to leave him alone again.
Oh, yeah, tell him. I guess tell him why he had to come there, because he was there once before to put a door in, but why did he put it on the wrong way, but why?
Well,
it's because Bird wouldn't leave him the fuck alone.
By myself, because like I said, being in quarantine, you don't get to see other people or converse with other people. I see my mailman, and he drops my mail off and then dips. So I'm like, no, come and talk to me, But yeah. So like I think I was pretty much distracting him, and he had to come back and do it again. But yeah, it didn't seem like it took him that long. So he does a good job.
But if you want to see that actually happen, kind of in real time, just wait for Batman Year of the Pig review in a couple weeks, because that's what we just got done filming. It is the worst Batman fan film you will ever see.
Well, I made sure I called the place too, because I know a lot of people do the Karen thing, and they're like, they did this wrong. I was like, but I called him up. I was like, I think I pretty much distracted your guy the whole time. Talk. I made sure I took all the blame. I was like, don't fucking dare blame him, because he's a good kid. I want to save him trouble for nothing stupid, especially me rambling,
Because who would have thought that you would do something like that?
What?
Just ramble in somebody's fucking ear where they're trying to get the job done.
Yeah. I'm kind of a lonely person. I need friends. And you never talk to me. Except for on here.
No, we only fucking release like hours of fucking content of us talking a week. at least an hour and a half a week. No, more than that, because of the Chronicles stuff.
But I hardly get a word in.
Oh, I was gonna say something, but I fucking forgot. It might have been about Batman Year of the Pig. I don't think. Oh yeah, during that review, Bird just kept talking about Mel Muscletone. It just keeps coming up. I know it happens a lot. Bird just talks about Mel Muscletone a lot, but it seemed to come up an extra a lot. That fucking thing in a fucking fan film that had no Mel Muscletone in it whatsoever. Oh yeah, you can say whatever you're gonna say now. Sorry.
Well, no, it came up because we were talking about how the past Batman didn't have any Muscletone.
But I just wanted to bring that up so I could name this episode of Chronicles Mel Muscletone, because we were talking in the outtakes of the other episode about naming this Mel Muscletone. I was like, I'll name the Chronicles that if it comes up.
Nate, who do you think was the best Batman? How many Batmans have you seen? You've seen them all. Okay, so what would you say is your best Batman?
We couldn't hear, so
he's definitely not Ben Affleck.
So, but dude, I thought leave the dude alone so he can do his job. Uh-oh, what the hell? Oh,
now
he's back.
Christian Bale. He liked the throat talker.
Probably be my favorite, honestly.
You don't like Michael Keaton? No.
I think too much quality.
Well, okay, something happened there.
What happened?
You it lost connection or something. It's back now.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, it's good.
My complaint was that he had no muscle tone.
God, dude, what is up with you and talking about Mel Muscletone today?
Fucking play Batman without having muscle tone. Sorry, you're gonna fight all those criminals.
You're right on that.
You're gonna be 135 pounds.
So that's a little bit too with I don't know what's gonna happen.
This new one, he's gonna sparkle in the. He's gonna sparkle in the sunlight. Robert Patterson. Yeah, his name was Robert Paulson. Sorry, I don't know if you ever saw Fight Club.
You know, I
Oh, he's young.
I've heard a lot about it.
All right, I'm gonna leave you alone.
So,
hey Nate, you want any coffee, bud?
I should be okay. Thank
you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Chronicles episode featuring annoyed random construction guy, contractor guy.
He's younger than us.
I say annoyed because you won't leave him alone. You're like, all right, dude, I'll let you go. Hey, you want some coffee? Hey, you want some of this? Hey, you want me to rub your shoulder?
He's younger than us. He's got more energy and more life to him. You know, you can tell because you can see the age in us, and you can hear the the disdain for life.
Well, dude, you better not say anything about his Mel Muscletone.
No Mel Muscletone. I mean, I know that's something that you've never known or heard of in your entire life. No. Maybe when you were a baby.
No, I was probably a fat baby. But anyway, I guess I had a few topics I had written down since I figured out we need topics or we just ramble on. Well, we just ramble on anyway.
I was going to ask. Yeah. Here's one topic for you before whatever. But what do you think of? What do you think of that Cindy Powell chick and all that being in the White House, like being fired from the White House, staff, the lawyers, whatever, getting fired and then being brought back in and now being considered for special counsel role? It's like, whoa, what the fuck? It's like, wait a minute, like, dude, we were like, it's literally gonna be like Trump and this Powell chick. Oh, like that's it. It's gonna be them two teaming up, Well,
I don't know. They did have a whole bunch of different states Republicans there. Some of our dickbags were there, and they all had a snack of meatballs and pigs in a blanket. That's what the article said.
Oh yeah. Well, that's nice. You could snack on meatballs and pigs in a blanket while discussing martial law against your own people and overthrowing basically the whole system. That's nice.
Yeah.
The halls with tyranny.
I guess we could just lead that into since the stimulus thing passed, it's kind of shitty. I mean, yeah, it's like any money right now would be great because I'm fucked. But it's like that $600 is going to cover 2 of my past due bills.
Right, and that's it. Right.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much for everybody because people are facing rent and eviction and food costs, everything. Like think of electric, water bills, all that shit, And trust me, the electric company and the water company and stuff like that, they're relentless. They're Gestapo. They drive up and down our streets just eyeballing houses, waiting to turn off people. Seriously, dude, they do. I've seen cops that are friendlier than these people, man. They bang on your door like they're the fucking police, And you're like, God damn. And you go to the door and it's a guy shut off notice, And you're like, damn, dude. You gonna bang on my door? But yeah, dude, seriously. But but yeah, and then they offer you $600. It's like, okay, let me do the calculations. You got Nancy Pelosi worth 143 or $120 million, and then you got Mitch McConnell worth $43 million.
Well, then you got what's his name, Rick Scott or whatever.
Yeah, and they've all been collecting a paycheck up until this point still. You know what I mean? They've all been getting paid to do what now?
Yeah.
Just offer you less money than they did when this whole thing started. You know, here's some crumbs. You know, we're gonna give Joel Osteen, that fucker, that evangelical preacher, who's worth $4.4 million. He's got this huge house. I don't know. I think he's worth a lot more than that. But anyway, the guy's loaded, but he got a ton of money. He pays no taxes. He lives in a mansion. He, I remember during that one hurricane, he refused to let anybody into his church. Remember that? He wouldn't let
Yeah.
anybody and be, you know, to get out of the rain or whatever because he's so godly. But he got money and you're getting $600.
Yeah. Let them eat cake, dude.
Let them eat shit. Basically, that's basically what this bill said, and I think they all know that because if you noticed, every time they discussed it, right afterwards they said, especially Nancy Pelosi, she's up there with her $1 billion pearls on, going, "Don't worry, this is not going to be the end. We're going to do more." I'm like, bitch, you could have done more now. I don't want to hear excuses from any of them, Republican, Democrat. You know what I mean?
They couldn't do more because we were lucky to even get that because, boogly, fucking no fucking circumcised dick neck Mitch McConnell didn't want to give us money at all. He just wanted all the money to go to fucking corporations and businesses, which they still get all that money anyway. But now we get some crumbs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to complain because I need that shit. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. But that's the thing. They're just like they give them something to hold them off because they're getting pissed off, you know. And it's like, dude, offering that pissed everybody off more, you know, because
Yeah.
first you're talking like there was mentions of $2,000, and everybody was like, that we could really use that. And then it went down to $1,200, and we were like, well, or whatever, we could still use that. And then there was talks of, you know, like maybe $500, I think, at some point. And then it went to six, and you're like, or
Three.
three.
It was three.
It was three, and they're like, well, oh, no, we got to give them at least maybe 300 more, you know. And you're like, are you fucking serious? You got to be kidding, right? It's a joke. It's a joke. You got to be kidding me.
And Barry.
So next time one of these politicians is, say, if you're a healthcare worker or a waitress at a diner or whatever, and they show up and they're like, service, you know, fuck them. Spill your
Yeah.
coffee under their lap and be like, oh, I'm sorry, $600, huh? You know what I mean? I would fucking treat them like they treat you. Yeah. See how they like it. Oh, how about we just stop paying our taxes? How about we
But also,
just playing the man's game and we put down our picks and shovels?
yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it, it would probably just take a week if you could honestly convince everybody, like people or most people, to just like not do anything for a week. Don't go to work. Don't fucking drive your truck. Don't do this. Don't do that, dude. Like shit would change pretty quick because they'd be like, "Fuck," and then they would be like, "Okay, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
But that would never happen.
Well, no, I mean, because nobody can come together on that one thought. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, like, but maybe they could. Maybe they could. I have hope for that.
But we really couldn't because we're all at this point where like most of us have been through student loans or what other things we're beholden to so many different companies that you can't take any time off work.
Why not? Why can't you just stop? What
Well,
they
and speaking of taking time off, isn't it great that fucking McConnell and them were like, oh yeah, we're not going you now companies don't have to pay if you get sick from COVID, like sick leave. So like, yeah, you could get COVID and then be out of work for however long and they don't have to pay you fuck all. But they got their goddamn, we can't sue them. But anyway, you hear what else is like fucking all in that bill is there's a new copyright bill which will make sharing basically like dumb down sharing memes or any other copyrighted work, which would include us making our videos, would now be a felony that's punishable by 10 years in prison and a $30,000 fine.
What?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is that in there?
Copyright, man. It's basically for these big ass companies, so nobody can distribute their stuff or they could anything like that. It's supposed to be for, people pirating stuff, but it's so vague and so broad that like people like us that use other clips, we're basically we will be felons.
Oh, okay. Like the
Can
prison.
you imagine all the shit? Can you imagine all the shit in the world and we would end up going to jail for 10 years over using clips of a fucking goddamn Tommy Wazoo movie?
Right. You're like, yeah. Like, what are you in here for, man? Like, I killed 7 people with a spoon. You're like, what about you guys? You're like, we put a video of Tommy Wazoo on our thing, and now we got 10 years.
Yeah.
What?
We made movie reviews. We're the hardest of the hard.
Yeah, man. I reviewed a movie. And they were like, okay. They were like, yeah, gave me 10 years. You're like, okay. All right. I'm like paroled in 2 days because like that's the stupidest crime ever.
Well, no. Most likely they'd make you fucking do it the whole time. Disney be sitting there and be like, no. Prison.
Yeah,
and the whole country, government, and everything else would be like, yes, Father Mouse, we will do that.
Yes.
Because you just need fuck tons of money and you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's all you need.
Money?
Fuck tons of it, yes.
Yeah, and they have fuck tons of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they own everything.
How comes Disney's not basically running this show?
They probably are behind the scenes.
They are? You think the mouse is really in charge?
Yes.
I can see that.
Donald Trump never existed as president. He died in like 1997. Ever since then, it's been the mouse in a fucking orange man costume.
Fuck.
Like, whatever like the inauguration happens and, Trump said he's going to make a big thing. He's going to unzip his fucking Trump suit and Mickey Mouse is going to fucking come out.
And he's just going to be a mouse. Yeah. Burn them all.
So anyway, enough of that for now, I guess. But like, I watched the first 2 Lethal Weapons recently.
Good for you.
No, I'm just saying, I was like, I don't know. I always enjoyed those movies, and it's kind of fucking sad and just fucked up that like Mel Gibson ended up being a fucking psychotic, fucking racist, fucking asshole, religious asshole. Because I mean, let's watch it. I was like, he was kind of my favorite '80s action star. I mean, I always liked Stallone and like all the rest of them, Schwarzenegger and stuff. But I don't know. I liked Mel Gibson more.
Well, I mean, I still like his stuff. I still, whatever. I mean, just because a guy fucked up, everybody fucks up. But, huh?
Multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah. But look how many times Robert Downey Jr. fucked up. But they gave him a chance, and now, so Mel deserves a chance again or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know. I had nowhere to go from that. I was just saying I was watching Lethal Weapon 1 and 2 and I enjoyed them.
I watched Die Hard the other day. Christmas movie.
Well, Lethal Weapon's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon's great. I know because I watched it right afterward. It was like we did Die Hard, then we did Lethal Weapon. But and then I started to watch like the old school classics, like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer kind of thing, And I immediately just started cutting up on it because I'm like, like there's Herbie the Misfit Elf, and I'm like, why has he got hot red lipstick on? And I was like, all right, I gotta stop. Besides, Liv didn't care. Like as soon as I put it on, she saw like the stop animation, like da 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 dee dee da 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 do. She was like, "I'm out," and went in the back and started playing with her toys. So I'm like, "I'm not watching this shit. I've already seen it a billion times." And yeah, but then I just sat there and I watched it. And I just cut up on the whole damn thing.
By yourself?
No, Jamie was in the room, of course, telling me to shut up every 5 seconds. Shut up.
I don't know. I think it would have been really fucking like sad if you were just sitting in their room by yourself, cutting up on the Christmas Rankin and Bass Christmas specials all by yourself to yourself.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I need a contractor to come here so I can talk to them.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, whatever. We can end this one, make it a shorter one.
Okay.
I'm cool.
But yeah, I'll talk to you here soon.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, dude.
See ya.